And now, your News 13 Skywatch weather.
All right, let's talk about it. We got some big changes coming up, folks, and it's going to involve a blast of cold air eventually getting here once again. But I want to take you back to yesterday because it was such a warm Christmas. I know, unusual if you're visiting from somewhere else out of state. This is not a typical time of year we see 70 degrees, but we did have it yesterday. That put us second to only 2021. Not that long ago, we were 71 on that Christmas. So this is pretty impressive. And many of these, you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them out of this list were within the last 10 years. So that gives you an idea how warm it's been in the 2010s and now into the 2020s. All right, high-res radar, well, not much to show, nothing. No rain, no snow. It is 50s and 60s for most. There are some cooler spots being had right now. Fairview, that sheltered valley, it's a very low spot there east of Asheville, 48. And it's already 40s up in Spruce Pine, but that's far to the north and also up in elevation. More records in jeopardy tomorrow. 72. The forecast high is 71. We'll come within 1 degree, I think, of getting that record 72 degrees in Asheville. Very much within reach. And your record in Greenville, Spartanburg, down in South Carolina, is likely to be matched. My forecast is 75. That is the record. Both of those set back in the 1970s, early 1970s. All right, so more heat, if you will, for late December. But it will get cold again, believe you me. Temperatures drop into the 50s. That's it. Only 50s when you wake up. Probably clouds to greet us in most cases, not all. And then sunshine starts to win out in the afternoon. Look at that lunchtime temperature, 66 degrees. So, yes, it will begin to warm up fairly quickly tomorrow. And we're headed for those 70s again in most cases. Our next weather maker is generally going to be high pressure that's settling in now. And that will keep us rather quiet. But eventually we'll get a cold front. This is the cloud cover you'll wake up to tomorrow morning in the mountains, but notice as you get outside the mountains, everything dries out and it's clear over the I-85 corridor for Greenville, Spartanburg, Clemson. A little more in the way of some clouds possible later in the day, but still lots of sunshine to enjoy as we go into the heart of the afternoon tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we start clear, then we cloud up, and that happens quickly into the morning on Sunday. So more of an east and northeasterly flow. You can see those winds coming from the northeast, and that's going to wedge in some cooler air and the clouds for us on Sunday. I still think it's going to be similar to today, where we get into the upper 50s and low 60s, even with the cooler air coming Sunday. Now we'll be warming up again ahead of the next weather maker. That's going to be on Monday. This is the southwesterly winds that kick in ahead of that front. The problem is once that front passes through, it is going to be a big temperature drop. Our next cold blast settles in, especially by Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon next week, high temperatures only in the 30s and 40s, some 30 to 40 degrees colder in spots than we will be tomorrow. New Year's Eve, the high temperatures only in the 40s and 50s. New Year's Day, high temperatures only in the 40s to around 50 degrees. So it's not going to be warm to ring in the new year. So keep that in mind if you're venturing out late night, New Year's Eve night. The morning start on New Year's Day is only 24 degrees. And Tuesday is probably our coldest day. Look at the wind chills. Could be in the single digits early Tuesday morning. So there's that Arctic air making an abrupt return for us. All right, upstate, you'll see some drops too, down into the 40s by Tuesday and then New Year's Day into the 50s.